So good morning. Get your mat. If you do have a block, get hold of your block. If you don't have a block, get a pillow or maybe a rolled up towel. All right, I would like it about that big. Wouldn't we all? All right. Now I'd like to start today actually on your knees. So if you have a block, shove a block underneath your bum and you can support yourself. This is an excellent meditation posture. So just take the knees hip width apart, place your right hand on top of your left, draw the thumbs together. And again, if you don't have a block, maybe a pillow under your bum, a rolled up towel. If not, just sit on your heels, and if that's not feeling good for you, cross-legged seated position, right? Like I knew in school, you don't have to do everything the teacher tells you. Okay, that's why I ended up like this. So let's just take a few moments to ground in, just to find our breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale, just sigh it out. And again, deep inhale and exhale. I'm smiling because I'm appreciating the fact that I'm breathing today. Right? If we just start each day with the fact that we woke up, life can only get better. The day can only get better. So just take this moment to contemplate why you're on your mat today with me, sharing this space, this not physical space at the moment, but universal space, this space that exists outside of us, around each one of us, that space that connects each one of us. As you breathe in through the nose all the way down to the belly, you're breathing in that space, bringing it into your body, exhaling it back out into space. That same space that the trees are breathing the planet for. That every single animal, every little creature is breathing. So you see why in yoga we talk about oneness being the same, although we're all wearing different spacesuits, different coverings, different vehicles. We're all breathing the same air. We're all part of the same universe. We are just walking around on this third rock from the sun, trying life out on this planet with all the other little creatures. So I would say we're a little more alike than we are different. We share something in common with each other. So as you're breathing and listening, maybe try to feel beyond the borders of your skin, of your spacesuit, your vehicle. See if you can feel each other watching right now, practicing yoga right now. Yoga meaning union, coming together. Softly open your eyes. If you've got something stuffed up your butt, take it out. Sit on your bum and just bring the feet together, the soles of the feet together, but in a long diamond shape. So take the heels right out. Allow the knees to fall apart and maybe grab your bum, pull it out from under your sit bones so you're firmly grounded into your mat. You can just take a deep inhale, lift up through the spine, and as you exhale, draw the body forward, and you kind of get stuck here. Or maybe I'm speaking for myself. Just slide the palms facing up underneath your shins, your ankles. Just get them right underneath the calves there. Take a deep inhale and try to lift up through your chest. And then as you exhale, try to draw the body forward and down towards your mat. You can slowly let the head, that big head full of heavy, dense brains, of course. Less of the dense, more of the brains. Let's let the chin come down into the chest. And as we find this shape, just take a moment to scan your body and feel where the tightness is. Where is the resistance? So I feel my lower back. The resistance is there it's kind of protecting my back. It's holding on so that I'm okay. But there's tightness. There's a little discomfort with that resistance. So I'm going to breathe into that space. And I'm going to slowly ask it to soften, soften, soften. Trust it'll be okay. Relax your fingers. Relax your thumbs. Relax your elbows. Chest is heavy. Shoulders heavy. Head is heavy. Just paying attention to your breath. A soft breath flowing in through the nose, filling the upper chest, the ribs, and all the way down to the belly. And as you exhale, drawing the belly button into the spine, letting it work its way all the way back up through the nose. Slowly rise, just releasing the hands. Coming up slowly when you've bent the spine. Just extend your legs long for me. You can just walk a little bit on the bum cheeks. Flex and point the toes. Take a deep inhale, reach up. Maybe interlace your fingers for me and just have a good morning stretch. Lift a little higher and then bring the palms together. Draw the hands forward over those straight legs. Bring the hands down to the shins for me. Take an inhale, try to lift up through the chest. And then slowly start to draw the body forward so you're tilting at the hips, at the pelvis. If you can clasp your toes, you can clasp your toes for a moment. If there's no bloody way that's happening, you grab your shins, your ankles, maybe even you're just here at your knees, and that's fine, but I want you to feel that lift and that tilt from here. So that the focus is on the lower back, the glutes, that's your bum, and all the way down, hamstrings through the back of the knees, and slowly see if you can invite your body down a little closer to your legs. Take another inhale, lift up, think of lifting up, lengthening that spine, and exhale, drawing down a little bit more. You might want to take another inhale. That's my little cheat thing I do. I just keep inviting more space into the vertebrae so they can lift up. Kind of putting a little bit of space in between everything. And then I want you to just let go. Just let the palms fall down beside the ankles. You can draw them in a little bit more towards your body. Soften the elbows. Soften the fingers. And breathe. Relax your head, any tension you're holding. And now just let your belly go as well. Maybe your jaw, your tongue. We just settle into these shapes and allow the body to slowly change shape. All that connective tissue kind of usually holds on super tight, and now it's being asked to just slowly release. Your fascia, very, very tight, connective strands that run through all your muscles. They run through your joints, your tendons, your ligaments. Have to apply a little pressure and hold for a little bit of time to allow it to release and give you a little bit more mobility in your body. That's why we move slowly, and once we find our shape, we simply hold still. This form of yin yoga can often be the most challenging for some of you out there. I always tell my students that the very first, I practiced Bikram many years ago, and then work and life got in the way. And upon my return to yoga, my first class was a YIN class, and I was highly, highly disruptive. I was moaning and groaning. I was laughing, making jokes. I would have thrown me out. But it was because my mind couldn't deal with the stillness. Slowly rise. I would have kicked my ass right out of class. Draw the feet in. Actually, take them to the outside edge of your mat. Bring your hands behind you. Just point your fingers to your bum. And slowly just windshield wiper those knees. Oh, got a nice click side to side. But follow your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Just a few more of those. Good, just coming back to center, walking the hands up. Let's just extend the right leg, bend the left leg, and actually I'd like to draw it over the top of the straight leg. So make sure your bum is on your mat. Take a deep inhale, reach up with the right hand. And take a little twist around. So you can maybe get your elbow around that knee. You can grab your thigh, left hand into the base of your spine. Rotate round and take the gaze over the shoulder. Now with that straight leg, flex and release. Trying to draw that knee in towards the middle of the body. For a nice gentle spinal rotation, just allow your chin to come down. Slowly releasing, extending the legs wide into a wide straddle, wide butterfly. Just flex the toes for me and relax. And again, flex the toes and release. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, draw the body forward till the fingers touch the floor, your mat. Take an inhale, again, that same lift through the chest. And exhale, use the hands and tiptoe forward a little deeper. So now you'll feel the back behind the knees. Maybe I like to flex again to get a little bit more rotation in the hip socket. Take another inhale and slowly lower forward to the degree to which your hip bones in the socket allow. So if you can lay your whole body down on the floor, whoopee-doo for you. Doesn't mean you should be the yoga teacher. It means simply that your hip bone in the socket slides and glides all the way around. Some of you might have a gnarly bit of bone that just restricts. So that's what's allowing you to fold forward, all right? So wherever your hips sit in the socket and get stuck, that's where you are. Now, if you have a block, you can always just place it underneath your elbows and just relax the toes, relax the head. Sometimes people rest their heads on the block, right? Otherwise, just let gravity work its magic and just breathe. Letting go with the head. And finding stillness. Maybe noticing in your body where the biggest signals are coming from, like little impulses to the brain. So your mind is telling you, ow, that's really uncomfortable. You know what, my feet hurt, my heels are pressing into the ground, that kind of sucks. I would like to wriggle out of this. So we just breathe and just have a conversation with your mind and just say, nothing lasts forever, not even this shape, not even this discomfort. So let's just focus on breathing for a few more moments. That inner dialogue happening all day long in your poor head. And often we don't even realize it's happening. That's what becoming more mindful is all about. Should be mindless, but mindful, noticing the thoughts as they come up, and just letting them go. Slowly, slowly, slowly rise. Oh dear. Bring the feet back in front. Maybe release your bum from your sit bones. And slowly, when you're ready, just bring that right foot now over the left. Stamp your foot into your mat. Make sure both bum cheeks on the ground. Take your right hand behind. Lift up so you lengthen your spine and then rotate that spine. If you can get your elbow to the outside of the knee, good for you. I don't mind, I don't care. But it's good because then it draws draws the knee over into the midline of the body. You might have to get your belly and kind of shove it out of the way. We're not 12-year-old boys practicing yoga. We are all different shapes and sizes. And thank goodness for that. Or we would look pretty boring if we all looked the same. Relax the head. Excuse me. How do you manage stillness? Are you comfortable with being still? If you're doing YIN yoga, then that's asking you to be still 2 to 3 minutes, or maybe more. But what about in your life, in your day-to-day activities? The very phrase daily activities, active, doing things, right? Are you somebody that can just sit still, maybe read? I mean, it's easy when we watch TV and distract our minds. TV, chewing gum for the eyes, right? I think it was John Updike said that. I definitely find it really difficult to just like sit down and do nothing. There's always a million things to do around the house, for work. And that's why I teach yoga. It forces me to be still and release. Just drawing the knees all the way around. Let's take child's pose. Just bringing the knees to the outside edge of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Walk the hands forward. So make sure the knees nice and wide. So you've got space to bring your body and your belly. Your belly might already be hitting the mat. And if it is, it's all good. Just lower down. Extend the arms and relax. Maybe just walking the hands over to the left, taking your left hand, placing it on top of the right, and just getting a little side release down that right side of the body. Take a deep breath in and just relax. Slowly bringing the hands back to the middle. And when you're ready, fingertip over to the right, left hand on top of right, and settle down. Slowly release back to center. On an inhale, slowly come on up onto all fours. Just draw the body down for a moment towards your mat. Elbows are bent. Just bring the forearms down to the floor. You can curl your heels in towards the bum and just windshield wiper a little side to side. Just relax your head. Good, and release the feet. Draw the hands back under the shoulders. Press all the way up. Come onto your bum. Holding onto your knees and finding your way down onto your back. Just have your block, if it's around, by your side, or your pillow or a rolled up towel. Oh, that feels so good. So just bring, you know what, just extend your legs right now. Take a good morning stretch. Point the toes, reach with the fingers. And just slide the hands over to the right. Just walk those heels over to the right. So you're making a banana shape. Maybe taking that left heel and crossing it over the right. See if you can keep your both bum cheeks on the ground so you're not kind of crossing over. So you bring in the outside of the hip, the IT band. And if you just lean the upper body over also, turning your head over to the right, you're allowing that release to continue all the way up the left side of your body, the female, the yin side. So the two opposing energies, yin and yang, in life. Yin signifying the opposite of yang, active movement. Yin, stillness. Rest. So that balance, if you can find the middle way, think of the yin and yang symbol, and each has a little dot in each side. So you need a little yang in your yin and a little yin in your yang. Slowly release the ankle, come back to center. Take a good morning stretch. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So walk the heels over to the left, keeping your bum on the ground. Just reach the hands over. And then if it's accessible for you, try crossing that right heel over the left foot. So you're looking to feel sensation on the outside of the hip. It's a deep, deep release in here. If you draw the hands over a little more, that'll continue all the way up through the rib cage. And just let your head fall over. Now notice where the tension is. Inhale, and as you exhale, just relax it, let it go. Try soften. So your environment can affect your energy. We all know that, right? So you can make a space in your home a very yin-like environment, a very soft, feminine, peaceful, quiet, relaxing space. My friends with children are saying to me right now, oh yeah, really? But it can be a little corner, it can be a little sacred space. You can place some things that are sentimental to you, maybe a photograph of yourself as a child, maybe family picture, maybe just some little things that are special to you. I put a few crystals. Energetically, to just give you a space to remember, to rest, to settle, to find some stillness. Good, slowly release. Oh. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe just extend the feet to the ceiling. You can rotate, point the feet. Drawing the knees in and placing the feet onto the ground. Now if you have a block or a pillow or a towel, take that block on its long side. Turn that down a little. Lift up, press the heels into the mat, draw your heels in towards your bum first, lift up and place that block. You want to place it as a little triangle space right above your tailbone called your sacrum. So right at the top of your bum crack. If you can place your block up there, not up your bum crack, but up your sacrum. Shoulder blades are on your mat. And that should be comfortable. We're just going to allow the hips to open after all those forward folds. You can maybe rest your hands onto your belly or onto the ground, whatever's good for you. Just walk the toes to the outside of your mat and allow the knees to fall in to the midline. Just keep your neck where it is, back of your head on your mat. And breathe. Maybe if your hands are on your belly, noticing that breath, deep breath in. Belly falls as you exhale. So trying to find that yin time in your day. Whether you have a meditation practice or not, if you create a little special place for yourself, maybe it's out in your garden. There's nothing better than nature to bring you into a state of presence and stillness. Just try to make a point every day of going to your little space. You can light a candle if it's in your home. You can stare at the candle flame. That's a form of meditation. If you close your eyes in front of the candle, you'll still see the flame in your mind's eye. But it just allows and encourages you to find a habit of stillness each and every day. Slowly draw the knees apart. You can walk the feet together. Maybe the soles of the feet come together. And just let the knees fall apart. And if you do not have a block or anything, you can do this on the ground, on your back. Same benefits. We're just using the block to get a little bit more space in the hips. In your homes, by surrounding yourself with colors and things that are soft, the colors that relax you, bring you peace, you're also encouraging yin-like energy. So even if you have a very contemporary modern home, you can still find soft elements, throws, pillows, that if you touch, they activate that yin energy in your body, in your receptors. America is a very yang energy. Bali is the polar opposite, very yin, feminine energy. Flowers everywhere, trees, greenery, very feminine island. America thrives on doing, achieving. That's why I always laugh and say that's why you can get your toilet fixed at 11 p.m. on a Friday night. If you try and doing that in England, it's not going to happen. The hamster wheel is moving fast in America. Slowly draw the knees together, and if you like, maybe just extend one foot at a time to the ceiling, and just hang. Let the knees hang, maybe rotating the feet. Now that's why America is America. But that energy is fast moving. And right now in the country, everybody was locked up in their little spaces in quarantine. That energy is still there. That energy has to have an outlet. And everybody had time to think and see their lives. And now, as we've come back out, slowly, people are speaking up, speaking their truth. Just draw the knees in a little, place the feet down, maybe just extend, take a little stretch up, and maybe you find yourself making some changes in your life, or at least even acknowledging that you may need to make some changes. Just lift the block out of your bum, place it out by the side. Take the arms out like aeroplane wings, sniffling. Take a deep inhale and just allow the knees to fall over to the left. You could cross one leg over the other if you'd like to get a little deeper there. So you can cross your legs or just draw those knees up. Take your left hand, place it on top of that knee, and just reach up with the right. Turn your head into that armpit. A little spinal twist to finish. So I always feel it's very easy to relax when you go to countries where the energy is very relaxing. Bahamas, the Caribbean, Bali, Nepal. The Lake District, England, my home. Scotland, Wales, Canada, mountains in Colorado, Montana, Big Sur, parks, right? National parks, areas of nature. Norway, my first home. Norway is the epitome of nature, a different energy there. So it's easy to relax when we take ourselves to places that are peaceful. But if we choose to exist in a country that has a lot of energy, you have to find your peace somehow. You have to bring that external peace inside. Slowly release, draw the body over, draw the knees over to the opposite side. Just reach up with that left hand. Turn your face into that left armpit. So that's why I created this space here in America where I live. created a nature, I've created a jungle. If you've ever been to my home, it's really a jungle in the middle of an island with lots of spaces to rest, relax, slow down. So whether it's a jungle, a yoga studio, or a little section of your home, a corner that you can sit and find your stillness, that will help you navigate life. That stillness allowing you to check in with you. And you are your own greatest guide. And that's the whole point. Slowly, slowly release. Come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. And slowly extend your legs all the way down to the outside edges of your mat. Maybe take up some space with your hands. Take a deep inhale. Sigh it out and rest. Take a soft inhale for me. A soft exhale. Slowly bringing a little life into your fingers. Maybe finding your left hand on top of your heart, your right hand on top of your belly. And just breathe into these two areas, special areas in your body. They're all special, but these two, allow the feelings and power up life with the breath. Just remembering why you chose to show up on your mat today. Maybe a little gratitude for having a body that can show up for yourself. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself another squeeze. Just rolling over onto your side. Use your head as a pillow. Just take a breath or two here. And you get an opportunity to wake up again. This time symbolically, waking up mindfully into a new body, into a new mind, with a different mind set. Pressing yourself up to a cross-legged, comfortable position. Just resting your hands, maybe facing your palms upright. Take a deep inhale and sigh it out. Soft inhale, a soft exhale. Bringing the hands together, bringing the thumbs in between the eyebrows into that third eye, so that your thoughts can be kind and thoughtful. Drawing the thumbs down in front of the lips so that your words can be kind and thoughtful. Finally settling at the heart. Kindness and compassion generated here. Just sending that kindness and that compassion out to the planet today, everybody and anybody who needs a little healing energy. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Okay, that's your practice for today. Drink some water. Take it easy. Don't just jump up off your mat and start bloody vacuuming. All right? That's the complete polar opposite of what we've just done. Gently step into your day. All right. Thank you.